Hello there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're doing the show Hidden Gems. This is a show I do every second week. It's a bi-weekly show. It comes on Thursday night. I'm basically talking about an album that is maybe the one album in a discography that is as good as the other ones, but for whatever reason, it's not really talked about much, and people tend to ignore it a bit. And the one I've chosen for tonight is this one, Peter Gabriel 2, the second album, or Scratch, some people like to call it. Basically, this album doesn't get as much attention as, say, Gabriel 3, or Security, or So, or Up. I'm not Up. Us. Those albums seem to get talked about quite a bit. This one doesn't get really noticed as much, and it's kind of a transitionary album in some ways. You get your first album, which to me, um, I don't really care for it as much. It has a lot of progressive elements to it, but for some reason, I just other than a couple songs on it, it's not. I don't like it as much. This one's kind of the beginning of that. Um, Storytelling songs, like shorter songs that he would do on the next album, which were quite good. That album did better, I think, because it began that electronic stuff that he played a lot. Now there is a little bit of that on here, but not nearly as much on. Um, there's a little bit of that on here, but there's much more of it on Peter Gabriel 3, and then Security kind of blows up quite a bit. Anyways, this has a total of 11 tracks. And for the most part, every track on this album is good. It's different. Each track is a little bit different. There's a lot more um, um, kind of that acoustic element to the album. A little bit more laid back. It's not a I wouldn't I wouldn't call it a hard rock album at all. Like there's no hard rock on here at all. Just little bits of stories, little things, little acoustic guitar parts, little low in the evolutionary sound of how do you want to call it? Not high energy, I guess is a good way to put it. But there's a lot of good tracks on here, and it starts out with the song "On the Air," really good. This song could easily have been on Gabriel 3. It's kind of made that transition all the way. DIY, Mother of Violence, A Wonderful Day in a One Way World. These are all little quirky tracks. They're all good though. White Shadow, fantastic song. Indigo, another one that fits into this quite well. Animal Magic, a little bit more poppy sounding. There's a little bit of that poppy stuff going on here. Exposure. So this is the track with Robert Fripp, I believe. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up, but yeah. So this one you can hear that kind of guitar part that Robert Fripp's famous for on this particular track. Flotsam and Jetsam, Perspective, and then end off with Home Sweet Home, which is a nice kind of melody. So a very kind of world sounding type songs, but a lot of that almost pastoral nature to them. Although they don't really sound pastoral, but there's the kind of a feeling for them. To me, this is a very underrated album, in my opinion. It was one of the first ones that I ever got by him. I had Security on album, and then when I gave my album collection away when I first moved out, there was a kind of a record store at the corner around where I lived at Coxwold at Woodbine in Toronto, in the beach area. And he had a lot of cassettes. And so since I didn't have any vinyl or any way to play vinyl, I started collecting cassettes for a while. And I might have had maybe 50 cassettes at one point. And this one and the first album, Peter Gabriel 1 and 2, I owned, and I like this one a lot more. It's I guess it kind of affected me more emotionally than the other album. It kind of hit home with me a lot more. So, and that tends to be the way that albums for me become very strong, is that they hit home emotionally. And so I do like this album a lot. It's a nice shot of the back cover as well. Yeah, very, very good album. Doesn't get the attention that it probably should have got. I think this was released in 78, maybe? Doesn't say here, but I'm pretty sure it was around that time period. So, really good album. I highly recommend you give it a listen to. If you like Peter Gabriel's stuff, some people tend to avoid this. It doesn't have that upbeat, up tempo kind of electronic sound that you'll get much more in the next few albums. Anyways, Peter Gabriel 2 for tonight on Hidden Gems. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It will come out a little bit late. I'm just getting in now, and it's pretty close to 8. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about the album, you can do that, or about Peter Gabriel or about anything I've said, you can do that as well. So we will see you all next week when we'll be doing an episode of what the hell is the name of that series? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Outlier. That's I was it just went out of the brain right at the last second. So we'll be doing an episode of Outlier next week on Thursday. I hope to see you all then. So have yourself a good evening and goodbye.